Hello. Alright, no dementias here. Hey, hello guys. Welcome to a tier list. The next one, we are doing the Harry Potter tier list. Before I continue, this is not even glasses. This is just real 3D glasses from movie theaters. So trying to fit the role. So yeah. Yeah, we are ranking Harry Potter movies. I have to be real. I'm not gonna give all, cause I love all of them, but I have to be like, I can't give them all the best, cause again, what's the point? And yeah, but I have to like make it honest. Again, this is just my opinion. Most of them are going to be pretty good to the best. Maybe one of them won't be, or two won't be, but yeah. But before I continue, don't forget to like the video, subscribe more, and click that bell every time I make these videos. You know when I'm doing them. So yeah, so you can see more of this, more weirdness of me. But yeah, so yeah, we are doing the Harry Potter movies. I'm going to describe of each movie as much as I remember it. The Fantastic Beasts 2 I'm also going to add in here too, because they're part of Harry Potter. But I don't really remember them as much. I remember at least one or two, but I'll try to remember as I'm going. But yeah. But yeah, so don't forget to like and subscribe for more. Alright, so the first one we got here for this video is Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Or the other word would be the Philosopher's Stone. Okay, so this is the very first movie that came to America for Harry Potter fan base. Well, before the books, after the books, then the movies came. But here's the thing: from the Harry Potter movies, not the Fantastic Beasts, but the Harry Potter movies, I have at least watched them how many times? Not like 10 billion times. I would say more like close to 10 times in a row, and I just still love them. I might actually rewatch them after this video. But yeah, because I just like it very much, all of them, except for one of them. But besides the point, alright, so this is the first time you get the wizardry roll. You're a wizard, Harry. What? That's I'm a what? You're a wizard. I wish you there's been so many people making like different edits of it. It's just so funny. It's from the 2000s, early 2000s. Very good. So this boy, aka the Chosen One, lived because Voldemort tried to kill James and what's the mom's name again? Lily. James and Lily Potter. Okay, my bad. I just dazed out for a second. That Lily saves Harry from her love. Every mom's touch. But so yeah, so he lives, he becomes the Chosen One because he has a scar in his head, and he lives to become the Chosen One. But he doesn't know he's a Chosen One. So then slowly he realizes he's not really an average boy. He goes to a petting zoo. A snake is there, and he feels bad for the snake because he is in a foster home, in a foster house with a foster family, that because his family died but not him, that they treat him like shit. Okay. But he lives underneath the stairs, which I'm like, you can live there? like sleep and all that stuff. And yeah, so he has a very bad life. But then this big hunk of Hagrid, which is the best character in my opinion, one of the best. I love Hagrid. Rest in peace. He comes in because At first, they go to a petting zoo. This bully kid that's just a dick. He's trying to like get the snake attention in a bad way, you know, like being all aggressive and all that stuff. Then the glass disappears. He falls in, and then it reappears, and all that magic. And then the snake comes out. He's like, "Thanks." Harry Potter's like, "Anytime." But slowly by slowly, in the second one, when I get to that, I'll explain more of that. But he gets a famous ton. But he doesn't know that right now. The main goal is he is famous in the Wizarding Road. Hagrid takes him in, says he's a wizard. And then he finds his friends, Hermione and Ron, which I do like how they introduce themselves in this franchise, which I love. And then they go to Hogwarts, and then the classic music. I love that song. Very catchy and very classic. And then Draco Malfoy is there and is the next bully. I wish Harry Potter was like, why is it every time I go somewhere, there's always someone bullying me? It's because these glasses, you know what? I'll take them off. There, I'm a big boy now. I wish Harry Potter would have said something like that. Besides the point, he gets more of a info about why is he famous, why is he this and that, because the scar in his head, because Voldemort. the love of the Lily's mom protected Harry, and ever since then he lived over the Avada Kedavra spell. So he's famous for that because he's the boy who lived, the chosen one. And then there's this Philosopher's Stone or Sorcerer's Stone. I don't know which way you want to pronounce it, but basically, I don't really remember much about what the stone really is for. It's for the Dark Lord. I'm just gonna say that the Dark Lord's he needs it for something. That I don't really remember about what's the stone really for. I don't remember the top of my head right now, but it's for something. So, and the whole goal is the mystery of Hogwarts a little bit, and meet different teachers. Professor Snape, obviously, he is the best character too, in my opinion, and also rest in peace. There's been very great characters, and Professor Dumbledore too. So all of them, you know, very good actors, and they do fit in for this universe. But yeah, so I really enjoy it. And then you see the Dark Lord. Harry Potter defeats him by touch. My hands are flammable. All it just takes is a I wish I did saw like there was like a different drawing design of the Dark Lord being like a snake, like a very creepy demon looking. I wish they would have done that, but I don't really like how they handle Voldemort as like how he looks. He just looks like a normal human being with just bald, pale, and no nose. So I kind of wish they did like he's like more of a monster looking, like more scary, because he's supposed to be the scariest one of them all, the most powerful one of them all. Because when I look at him, it's like all I see is a person with no nose and just bald and pale that doesn't have any sun at him at all. So yeah, besides the point, I really enjoy this movie. Very classic lines, very classic moments. Best, yeah, I'm gonna put on the best. I just like it how it starts. Like he's first as a foster that has a shitty life, and then he goes to Hogwarts and he has the best life. But there's always trouble coming around in every corner in each movie. So yeah, I'm gonna say this one is the best. I don't really have any problems with it. I really don't. So yeah, so that is for the Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. Alright, the next one we got here is Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. Also very good too. The fact they added Dobby. Harry Potter, He freed me from a suck. A piece. I don't know, whatever. A piece of suck. That he saved my, he freed me from my slavery as an elf. The Wizarding Road is very interesting place, I would say. But yeah, so how this one starts is basically he still lives in that foster home still. Long and Hermione, mostly Long, break him out of it because the foster parents knew that he's going to another place and this and that. I think the wife knows of the Wizarding Road, and the husband kind of knows it too, but I heard it. So they're trying to make Harry not be able to have a chance to go to Hogwarts. So they eventually break him free. They introduce the flying car, and then they go on. But then Harry Long doesn't know how to really drive the car because he got spotted by Muggles. The most weirdest thing you can call us. It's just you were spotted by Muggles. Snape is just like the best part of all of these movies. I think without Snape, I think it would have been not as good. I mean, no. He really fit in this universe. I really like Snape so much because it's just how he is towards Harry and also towards the Part 2 movie. It's like, wow. So this whole time we thought you were bad, but you actually not. I feel awkward. And they also did introduce this guy that's like very charming and very British, like very charming. And everyone's in love, fall in love with him. I'm like, he looks like a water boy. He doesn't even look like attractive at all. What is this? He's a new teacher for I think it's something with creatures or something like that. But the dark arts. So basically, Dobby in the beginning, Dobby appeared at Harry's house. He's warning him not to go to Hogwarts because there's something evil happening in Hogwarts. I'm like, if there's like so much evil in this Hogwarts, then where's security? Yeah, so there's something evil happening at Hogwarts. I would say this one, I will admit, it's a little bit darker than the first one because they show like a dead cat and a dead student, I think. Yeah, something like that. So, and they show blood in the wall, and it's just the Chamber of Secrets or something like that. So it gets darker after Harry, Hermione, and Ron. Of course, they're the ones that always solves the case. It's like, let them be detectives in this universe. So basically, yeah. So stuff are happening. We find out more about Hagrid, about his past, about his secret with the spider. Follow the spiders, Harry. Follow the spiders. And that scene, when you see that giant spider and the other spiders, I do not like spiders. So it was very creepy. If I was in that situation in that moment, I would be like Long, like just being terrifying as hell. It's like, where's a sword? I want to slice something. You better not get closer to me. Pretty good. And then towards the end, they go to the Chamber of Secrets. Hermione turns into a cat because they're trying to get info of the Slytherin. Long and Harry are trying to break into the Slytherin quarters to get more information about the Chamber of Secrets and stuff and other things. And Hermione actually, because they had to grab hairs from people, Hermione got a cat hair and turns into a cat. I'm like, oh, is this the first time they show a furry now? Or something like that. I was like, okay. I don't know why they had to add it, but okay. And I thought she was the smartest one of all, but okay. After all that, then Harry and Long meet this ghost lady that haunts the bathrooms, and oh, she almost looks like Harry, which I'm like, is she like a sister to him? Because they almost look alike. Is that part always like questions me? Is like they almost look alike, but they don't look alike. Like the personality, but the looks, they have that type of look. I don't know. But afterwards they open the Chamber of Secrets. And then they go in. Also, Tom Riddle is in there, aka the Dark Lord, his true form before he turns to the Dark Lord. Finds out more about the diary of the Chamber of Secrets. No, Tom Riddle's diary that they first encountered, and they found out more about Tom's story. Basically, you get more of a lore of a little bit of the Dark Lord in a way, and then eventually he spawns a giant snake with sharp teeth, almost kills Harry, and then Jeannie, his love interest later on of Long's sister, they beat the snake. He beats the snake because they from the Gryffindor the hat chooses the Gryffindor student to have the sword of Gryffindor. He stabs the snake and then kills it, and then he defeats Tom Riddle again. Finds out he's the Dark Lord. But I will say this one has a lot darker. I might just switch this around. Yeah, I'm gonna put that as the best as of right now. I might switch it over here and there when I think of it, but I like to say I like the Chamber of Secrets. It's pretty good. I really like it very well. It shows like the dark side slowly in a way of Harry Potter universe. But I would say it's like each movie gives it gets slowly darker and darker and darker and darker and darker. But yeah, so I will say the Chamber of Secrets is the best. I put this to great because the more I think of it, I kind of like this one more than this one. This one's just the starting point of the movies. This one I like the most so far. There's gonna be more up there, but yeah, I gotta say that for the Chamber of Secrets. Alright, the next one is Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. Also, one of my favorites too, because I really like this one too. I like the idea and stuff. So how it starts, he's in the foster home again. They invite this person that is very mean to Harry, and Harry just had enough. He's like on his period that he just outgrown his purity, and it's like just stand up for himself. It's like something he says, and then he floats her because she's a little bit chubby. She gets more chubby and starts flying away in the sky. He's like, it's like each movie how it starts is like it has an interesting way to start something off. And then the Black Wolf appears, and when Harry's in the swing and just like doesn't like his life because he has a shitty life in the real world, not the wizarding world. And then the wolf is there, it's about to growl. And then the bus came, and then the wolf left. And then that bus scene, they shrink the bus and stuff. It's like, my god. And then Harry goes to a bar, and I think he meets someone else there. No, I think that Long is there and Hermione's there. And then they tell about Sirius Black. Also, later on, you get to know the character, and it's like he's not what people thought who he was. Interesting. Then it's basically like Sirius Black. I think he's a part of killing Harry's parents or something like that, but he's not. But people are thinking he is. So Again, you can correct me on it, but that's where I think Harry got more a grudge against and stuff, and doesn't trust him at all, and wants to catch him and stuff. And this is the first time when we see Dementors. The Dementors kiss. It's more like a suction kiss. Just sucks your soul away. That was haunting to see too. To see that. If I saw that, I would just be like, just punch it and just ran for my life. I would just jump off the bus, not the train. Because they go to the train to Hogwarts, because mostly it starts in the train. It's like cold, the bus stops, and then the Dementors come. And then they, afterwards, and they meet another professor that later on you get to know who he is too. I think his name is Professor Lupin, I think. Then he saves him. He's like, here's a chocolate bar. It'll help you. And then they go to Hogwarts. You can tell like things are different because Sirius Black. Yeah, so basically later on he learns about the spell to get rid of the Dementors. I think it's like Expectum Patrollum. I don't know how I remember that word, but Expectum Patrollum. But this is also the first time they introduced time travel, which I actually really like this too, because it's like how it originally ends is after he finds Sirius Black underneath the tree. He follows the wolf. Well, first, okay, so the rat, Long's new pet, Scabbers. I guess it's. So basically, how I remember this is Scabbers is not a rat. He is an actual human being that can transform into a rat. This is also the first introduced of people can transform into creatures or to animals. Like Sirius Black can turn into like a wolf. Lupin can turn into a werewolf. And I forgot that one guy, that ugly guy. Like he's like has that rat attitude way and stuff. He's part of the Dark Lord. He's the one who actually in the fourth one he revives him. But besides the point, he's part of the parents' deaths. He's the one who told them where they were and all that stuff. So he's a snitch in the group. Lupin turns into a werewolf. Then they found out Snape appears out of nowhere right after they discuss about Sirius Black saying about he's not who you think he is and this and this and that. And then Snape comes around and just like stupefy and just flies him off the boat. And then yeah, so I'm just shorting this now, but basically afterwards, after they put him back to the prison, they break him free. He's free, and Harry now trusts him because he thought he was the one who sold out his parents or something like that, because the Dark Lord found where they were. So then he comes into the house and kills them. After all that, and after when Harry, Ron, and Hermione are in the hospital again, Hermione's like, I gotta time travel. If we just turn it, we can go back in time and actually prevent some things to happen. So that's why there are some scenes that's like questionable, like someone like in Hagrid's hut, someone threw something at him, like and look. Now when they do the time travel scene, when Hermione and Harry are going back in time, they're in the background this time, and they're witnessing what they happened the whole entire movie, which I actually really like. This one I really enjoy. This one more of the time travel idea. Like they actually try to like do certain things so like certain events would happen. So I do like this one a lot. But and afterwards all that, they break Sirius Black out. But in a different ending, I believe. And yeah, so I really enjoy this. This is also the best. I would say it's maybe best than this one too. I need to not make him all the best, because I really like these movies very much. I really do. I think this one is one of my favorites. This one's right next to it, because this one I really like more. Just idea of it, but yeah. So yeah, so I'm just shorting it now. So yeah, so that is it for The Prisoner of Azkaban is the best. The next one is Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. Edward from Twilight gets killed in this movie. um, yeah. So how it starts off, Harry Potter. I'm trying to remember the fourth one. Oh no, it starts off like Harry was in Ron's place with his family. They go into some festival. They go to a Quidditch game. They see it like a tournament of the Quidditch game. Basically, like Super Bowl, basically. Afterwards, they have a party, and this and that, and then eventually the Death Eaters come and destroy the camps, and they have to escape. And then they escape slowly, go to Hogwarts. One-Eye Woody gets introduced, a new teacher of the Dark Arts teacher. Yeah, so there's a twist with that character. But eventually, all that they're gonna do the games of the Goblet of Fire. It's in the middle of the thing. Whoever gets chosen is entering the games. And I think for Harry, cause since his age is he's not qualified to be in the games. Like, I think someone rigged the thing to put his name in the Goblet of Fire, and then like, Harry Potter! And this is the moment when Professor Dumbledore just like was off his meds, was so mad at everything. The fact the book is completely different than the movie, like Dumbledore asks calmly, "Did you put the name in the Goblet of Fire?" In the movie, "Did you put the name in the Goblet of Fire?" So yeah, so he's in the games. They do certain things I might question, like, so they allow this in school. So they go into like the pit where a dragon's at, and you have to grab the golden egg. That if you open it up, it like screech and loud, but you have to put underneath underwater to see the next game will be. The next one's underwater, and the other one's in the maze. Does it start off as like they're in the pit in the dragon that choose the dragon? The fact is, when they choose the dragon, they I think they try to survive it. So, and then they try and grab the egg, and then it's underwater seeing with those creatures, which I'm like, oh my god. And then on the third one, I think it's the maze, or yeah, I think the third one is like the maze. Like it changes this. Like here's my one issue of this whole movie of that one. They allow that at school? All that life or death experience? Okay, after the maze, I think his name is Cedric Diggory, aka Edward from Twilight. You know more on that and stuff, but the actor or the Batman. But they grab the trophy, they teleport into the Dark Lord's lair in some type of grave. You see Scabbers, aka that guy that is the bad guy in the third one. He revives the Dark Lord. This one was also getting darker too, because they had to use Harry's blood and all that stuff. I'm like, this is a PG-13. And then the fact when the Dark Lord is like being revived and stuff, it's like, wow, that is something. And then you see his actual form. I'm like, and that's the moment like, so he's pale, no nose, and bald, and he has a lot of veins around him, and he just looks like about to die any second now. I can touch you now. I think in this movie, it's good, don't get me wrong, but it's not the best. I don't even think it's just good. It's just like it just gets weird, and also like it's like in the other three movies, you get the idea of the lore of this universe and stuff, and you think it's gonna be the same way and stuff. This one, no. Everyone's just pissed and all that stuff. But Would I Woody, I'm gonna just skip through a lot. You find out that he's not actually Would I Woody. It's actually someone else, but he's in a chess. Deep down, like magical stuff, and he's been captured this whole time. And Would I Woody, so you find out more about him and all that stuff. So he is some type of someone's son. Is like that's like a little ton thing in the movie. I'm like, oh. What's this say? Slowly, more of these movies get more darker, more weirder. I will admit, but yeah, that's really the gist of it. And then they survive another day. So yeah, that is it for the Goblet of Fire. It's just good. It's almost mid, but it's just good. But yeah. Alright, the next one is Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. This one's also my favorite too. Alright, so how it starts off is he's in a playground with his foster brother, being mean with his gang because he thinks he's tough and this and that. So he's being mean to his foster brother, and then he's about to like have that wand. He's about to just do something to him because he just had it, and then suddenly the dark clouds come in, and then the Dementors come out and they suck the life out of you. And then so you notice more things are starting to happen, like more things than usual. And Sirius Black's place that he's in a hideout of, with the rest of the people that are hiding with or just hanging out with him. That's when you then meet Ron and Hermione again, and slowly they know about the Dark Lord's back, and then they bring everyone's attention about that and about this ball of like cloud or thing. I forgot the name of it. It's like some type of the Ministry of Magic. That's where it's located, and they need to find it before the Dark Lord does. Basically the whole movie is to understand about what's going on. They do alright. So in Hogwarts, this new teacher comes in and just let's just say it's in a be in schools with this teacher, Umbridge. Yeah, she is the most hated character in this movie. Cause she does some things I'm like, wow. Going extreme much? So you really get that tension like, God, I just don't like that person. It's just like, yeah. Eventually they do alliance because they don't want to do magic in school anymore. They want to just do education and stuff. I'm like, if the point of Hogwarts is to show magic and you taking that magic away, it's just it does it well of Umbridge being the most unliked character. It does a very good job though. It does a very, very good job. So they do a room requirement, I think. Harry, Hermione, and Ron are trying to do an alliance to defeat the Dark Lord, because they know the Dark Lord's here, and people are not believing it. They do alliance to build up with alliance. They eventually did, but Umbridge found them and then tortures them and all that stuff. Then they got rid of Umbridge by bringing her to the forest. When the horsemen come and take her and all that stuff, because she kills them, one of them, and then yeah, and then you meet Hagrid's son or animal or pet or something like that. That's like a giant kid and stuff. There's been some weird moments in this one too, but like I said, the more you see it, the more weirder it gets. The later on, Ministry of Magic, they go in, they try to find it. A group of friends. Eventually, then the Death Eaters took them in and stuff. And then this is when you meet Bellatrix Lestrange. Bellatrix, yeah, that also killed one of Harry's friends' family. And yeah, so everyone's on heat. Everyone's about to die, and then there's a massive battle happening because Sirius Black and all the other characters come in and take down the Dark Lord's army, and then eventually the Dark Lord appears when they're about to escape, and then Professor Dumbledore. That scene when Professor Dumbledore just comes in like this, and that fire, when how he transports to the Musical of Magic. That scene when they're like staring at each other and they do that fight scene, that was the best part of the whole movie. It's like that was so good. You can tell like how powerful the Dark Lord is. But yeah, so eventually they escape, and then people actually see that he's back. He's like, he's back. And I'm like, yeah, we know that. We told you this whole time. Eventually, then they're sort of making an alliance to be prepared before the Dark Lord comes back and this and that. So I like this one a lot too. I'm also gonna put it on very good, like the best. I really enjoy this one a lot too. Yeah, I'm gonna just put it right there. But yeah, I really like this one a lot. Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot for that one. I really have no issues with this. The only thing I do is the most of the movie is mostly you know what? No, I'm gonna put it on top of great. Like it's almost the best, but it's the top of great. It's just most of the movie is just like you don't have no magic, and it's just like obedience school or something like that. Like you cannot do certain things, you have to do this way only. And you know all that stuff like about with no magic and the only education, all that stuff. So like, yeah. I mean, the thing is, like, I like it. It's just most of the movie is just that, which I'm like, okay, I wish it was like at least a little less than that, but I get it. That's not. I'm gonna just put on great. It's almost the best, but it's just great. But yeah, that's it for the Order of the Phoenix. Alright, the next one here is Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. I'm going to sort of just speed this up a little bit more. So basically how this starts off is more dark things are happening. The Dark Lord's attacking. The Dark Lord's army is attacking people and buildings and stuff and making destruction happen. So they know that they need to do something sorry. So Harry was at a subway station restaurant that he's in love with this girl. I mean, to me, if that was me, I'd be like, alright. But the same way too, but Professor Dumbledore is like, you gotta come here. Well, what about my date? She's about to go off. No, it's more matters about finding love. And then they go off and they meet other people, but Professor Dumbledore and Harry. So you get more of a bond with the Professor Dumbledore and Harry in this one a lot more, for sure. And I really like it. But the only thing it really drags down is just the love stuff. There's too much of it in this movie. Too much drama. Love drama in this movie. It's just like, it brings it down a lot. But I do enjoy only the good parts though. Which is only like a little bit of most. So the beginning is interesting, like the starting up part, and then the middle part is just love drama and all that stuff, and then the end is actually very good. So if they can just give it the middle part and just put the beginning and the end together, then it would be the best movie. But I'm just gonna shorten this because this one's like kind of like goes nowhere half of the way in the movie. So Harry finds this book that's called the Half-Blood Prince diary or book or something like that. So it shows certain things that only other students' books don't have. He's gained A pluses and he's trying to He's trying to be very good and know more about Tom Riddle and all that stuff. And then eventually this teacher says it and this and that. This new teacher again. But eventually all that happened, and then all that love drama, like Ron has this love potion. Hermione starts to have feelings for Ron. I'm like, Ron, you choose Ron, but you don't choose Harry or anyone else. But okay. Towards the very end, they found out about the Horcrux, which it gets more interesting towards part 2 and part 1. Well, not part 1, part 2 mostly. They destroyed the first Horcrux, technically they did 2 or 3, no 2, I think, is they did the Tom Riddle's diary, and then they found some necklace. When Dumbledore and Harry get a clue where to go, they go to some cave. They found the Horcrux, but the only way to get the Horcrux is drinking this water or something that it really slowly kills you. And Dumbledore's like, I'll take it, cause since I'm like very old. And then he just starts to lose it. That scene was like, damn, like that was something. And then Harry just like all those creatures come in the water, and then Harry's trying to defend Dumbledore and stuff because Dumbledore has the most powerful wand of the magical world. And then eventually they escape. And then Dumbledore's in the watchtower. Then Draco Malfoy appears and needs to kill him because he joined the Dark Lord gang, the Dark Lord army, and he needs to prove himself to kill Dumbledore to be part of it, and this and that. And eventually Snape comes in, and then Severus, please, Avada Kedavra. That scene's like when he dies and falls off to the buildings, like that's when I know shit got real. And he was a professor, and he was the principal in the whole entire school, and then he gets killed because of that. So I'm not saying bad about it, no. I'm just saying that was just a shock moment. Pretty shocking moment. So yeah, so eventually the Dark Lords now gain more closer to Hogwarts because now the most powerful wizard has got killed, and now all the students did that little scene, which I love that scene. They all put their wands up and light up this darkness out of the sky. Eventually they say Hogwarts isn't safe anymore because what's happening, and then that's how it really ends. But I just skipped the good parts of it. No, sorry. I skipped the bad parts of it, like the love stuff, which that's like halfway through the whole movie. It might just be mid. Like the whole, like it's the very beginning and the very end is the best parts of the whole entire movie, and then the whole half middle of it is just nonsense mostly. With the, well, you get more of a story of Tom Riddle and stuff. That's I'm not saying. I'm saying about like the love drama between Ron and Hermione and whatever else, and Harry too, I think. And I just don't care. I just want to know more about Tom Riddle and the Horcruxes and stuff. Not about this. Oh my God, he loves him, loves her, and this and that. It's just so nonsense. That's why it's mid. Like, I really like this one a lot. I love the beginning, the end, especially the end. Snape is, I am the Half-Blood Prince. That was a good scene too. So, I'm just mad to put this on mid because if the middle of the movie wasn't just how it was, don't get me wrong, I love this movie. It's just the most of the middle part of the whole movie just kind of ruins it for me. It's just, I just want, yeah, it kind of gets me mad about it. It's like, you could just skip like most of this love stuff, love drama and all that stuff, and just make it actually like about the Half-Blood Prince movie, than about love drama movie. So yeah, it's mid. It might be good slowly, but as of right now, I'm gonna put on mid, but yeah. Alright, the next one is the Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1. This is the first time when they're not in school anymore, they're not in Hogwarts. They're out on a run because the Dark Lord's army is trying to find them and stuff, and find anyone that's basically being teamed up with Dumbledore and all that stuff. Like basically the good guys. They're trying to get the good guys. This is when it gets more darker, in a way. Let's just say they're on the run. They meet Harry's house, and this is the first time when you see the Foster family leave Harry because they don't think it's safe anymore. So they leave, and Harry stays at the Foster house. Eventually, then his family from the Wizarding World comes in, make a plan about what to do, this and that, and also most of it. And then they're planning about a wedding. When all this has happened, they're praying for a wedding. I'm like, I don't care. There's dark stuff happening outside in this world, and you care about, we need to plan a wedding because they're about to get married. Harry just like, I don't have time for this. I need to find the Horcruxes. I need to destroy the Dark Lord. Which I'm like, yes, Harry, that's a good thing. Keep it up. And then everyone else is like, dude, you can't just wait until tomorrow or whatever. You can just take it a rush. And then eventually stuff happens at the wedding, which I'm like, I told you so. We don't have time for a wedding. We have time to defeat the Dark Lord. This is this kind of pisses me off a little bit. And then like some of the people in this movie is just like, why are you playing a wedding that there's things are happening? It's just like, whatever. Anyways, eventually Ron, Hermione, and Harry escape from the attack from the wedding. They go to some type of city. They're on a hideout. More people are trying to find them. Eventually, they get attacked again. They find more information. Hermione has a spell to erase memories. I'm like, damn, that was something. And then eventually, the whole time it's just them on a run and going different places, and they're trying to find. They grab one of the Horcruxes from Umbridge, which it corrupts you slowly the more you wear it. I'm like, okay. So they grab the necklace. They escape. Long's injured because of the attack after their escape from Ministry of Magic. Then Hermione really shows the kind of a love interest towards Long. I'm like, and kind of Harry a little bit, but mostly towards Long, I would say. And I'm like, Hermione, I know you're a very good looking girl. You really are, but why him? And he's being very mean to her and stuff, and that's when the necklace kind of shows that basically you get the idea more like what the Horcrux really does to people and stuff, and what's happening in the Wizarding World and stuff, and people are dying left and right, and the Dark Lord's trying to find them, and eventually they get chased in a forest. Harry finds his actual parents' grave. A little emotional scene. Then they find Nagini, the snake of the Dark Lord's pet, and then transforms again to the snake and then attacks Harry and Hermione. And then towards the end, they get chased, they get captured. They go to like some type of dungeon. They get locked up, but then Dobby's there to escape them out. I'm like, dude, Dobby's so OP in this movie. I love Dobby in that scene. I can let you go free. Give me 10 seconds. And then he defeats the guy that's guarding the dungeon very easily. I think these are yours. And the scene after they finally about to escape, Dobby gets killed by Bellatrix. I'm like, are you kidding me? We first finally get Dobby back, and then you kill him off. Like, come on. And then afterwards, then they bury Dobby, and then the Dark Lord finds Dumbledore's grave. He breaks it through. He grabs the wand, and he has the Elder Wand, and that's how it ends. And they also destroy one of the Horcruxes. Is the necklace. Also, they show a scene of Harry and Hermione making out, which is it's making Ron just have that hatred in his heart, which it doesn't work. And then he grabs the sword, Gryffindor destroys it, and that's it. It's also mid. Yeah, it's just right there. It's just mid. Like, it's good. It's just mostly them on the run. Like, I do enjoy it at times, but it's just mostly them on the run all the time. It's just they're just running away from the bad guys most of the movie, and they finally one Horcrux, and they have to find at least 4 more or something like that to destroy the Dark Lord, all that stuff. So yeah, so it's just mid. Yeah, I'm gonna say it's just mid. All right, the next one we have here is the Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2. Also, this is my favorite movie too. How it ends this franchise. So it continues up part 1. With the last left off, they bury Dobby. They have this sword of Gryffindor. They have this Gollum character, that goblin character that makes a deal. It's in some type of bank. The next Horcrux is this. It's like some type of cup. They have to make a deal that after they grab the sword, after they grab the Horcrux, that they have to give the sword to him. That's the only way to destroy the Horcruxes. So there's no way is the snake from the second movie is teeth to destroy it too. So there's that. But after this, they grab it. The goblin tricks them and grabs the sword, Gryffindor and all that stuff. They escape, they fly the giant dragon, they fly away, they drop in the water, and then Harry, since Harry is getting, because Harry and the Dark Lord are having that same connection in a way, because towards the end of this movie, you kind of get why that's the case, in which I'm like, I never seen that coming. And that's a very good part. And then I think they destroy it or something like that, and then they go to some place where Dumbledore's brother's at. They're in the hideout. Then they eventually has this painting that can open and go into Hogwarts. I'm like, you had that this whole time. So yeah, so all that stuff, and then eventually Ron, Hermione, and Harry meet up with the other people in Hogwarts that are prisoners or in the school, and then Snape is in charge of the school, and then there his two henchmen. They defeat the henchmen, Professor McGonagall, which is also the best, and also rest in peace. She was the best part in that movie as well. All of them, she was actually pretty good too. And she defeats Snape. He escapes, all that stuff. Then the Dark Lord comes to the school, about to attack the school. Everyone gets ready to battle stations, and then the giant battle scene of the whole time. And I just love that whole scene. Just everyone just like staying up to Hogwarts, and just that's their defense. They're fighting the evil, all that stuff. It's like the Great War of magical war. And then eventually they get into the school, a big battle is happening, and then Harry, Hermione, and Ron are trying to find the Horcrux and destroy them as the battles are happening and more people are dying, which I just love this movie because it's just very damn good. The Dark Lord has an Elder Wand, but it's not truly his because he didn't kill his actual master or something like that. I don't quite remember that part again, but basically he has to kill the actual owner to actually own the Elder Wand, and but besides the point, that's where the Dark Voldemort is having issues with his wand and stuff. It's like draining him and also the wand, and he's getting more irritated because it doesn't work. So he's trying to find the person who actually killed the owner, which is Snape. But the twist with that's not the case. But since I'm going ahead now. So after they destroyed almost all the Horcruxes, the Dark Lord ends the battle and it's like, you have 1 hour or I will kill everyone that you love. And then Harry sacrifices himself. They go to a forest. He sees the Dark Lord. He kills him. But his other resurrection stone or something like that he can see his loved ones again, Harry, before he dies. And that was a touching moment too. All that stuff. Then Harry's dead. Then they bring him to Hogwarts. Harry Potter is dead. And the scene when Draco's like, they tell Draco to come here to join the army, and then when Voldemort does that little hug, that was so awkward. That's when Voldemort's just like, he's just, ugh. But then Harry gets revived because the twist of that. Then the fight continues, all that stuff, and then Harry and Voldemort are fighting. He finds out that Voldemort killed Snape, which that was also a very dark scene. And also that's when Harry finds out after he sacrificed that he's the last Horcrux. Well, second to the last Horcrux. After he killed his mother, part of his soul went into Harry, and that's why he can have that connection on stuff. I was like, damn, I would never knew that. And now it makes sense. So all that stuff. So after they fight, after the final battle, he can't defeat Voldemort because Nagini, aka the snake, is the last one to live. Longbottom Neville, greatest character in that scene, just cuts the snake off in half. Voldemort is now very weak. The more Horcrux they destroy, the weaker he gets, because he put half of his souls into like 7 Horcruxes. And then he gets defeated. And then that's where Harry Potter owns the Elder Wand, because Draco Malfoy technically owns it because he disarmed Dumbledore in the first place. So technically he's the owner of that Elder Wand. But then Snape killed Dumbledore, so then Voldemort thought it was Snape, so he kills Snape, but not Draco Malfoy, and then all that stuff. And then since Draco Malfoy gives the Elder Wand, since Harry disarmed the Elder Wand from Voldemort, then technically now he owns the Elder Wand. And then the Dark Lord gets killed and defeated, and then he snaps in half because I don't want that power. He throws it away. And then many years later, then they have Ron and Hermione have a kids. I'm like, okay. Ginny and Harry had their own kid too. Is Ron's sister. They have their own kid too, and they go to Hogwarts, and then they're waving their kids goodbye, and that's how it ends. I love this one a lot. This might be my favorite. I just love part 2 so much. It's like there's so much in stake. There's a lot going on and a lot of mystery, and this way ties in like to the end of the movie, which I love this movie so much. So it's the best. Yeah, it's just gonna be the best. But yeah, so that's it for part 2. Is the best of Harry Potter. The next one we got here, these I'm just going to go right straight forward and just go for it, because the other ones are the best ones, and then here's the ones that just like they're trying to be the prequel of Harry Potter, which I don't really think these really work. So the first one we got here is Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. This one, it's like you basically get more of a lore of the creatures and this and that, and you have this main character. There's no related to these stories at all of Harry Potter at all. The only thing you really get is Dumbledore. That's really it. So for this one, like this main character trying to find his creatures and this and that, because he's the creature, he's the animal keeper. He keeps them in some closure so it doesn't get harmed, all that stuff. He's like a zookeeper basically. All that stuff. One escapes, and then they finally get all and all that stuff. I like the idea they try to bring back Harry Potter, but did I hate it? And also the side character is very funny, this and that. So I'm gonna put this one on good. I didn't mind it too much. It's just I'm just kind of now cooking this up because these are just not really canon to the actual Harry Potter fandom. These are just like their own separate way, but before Harry Potter was born. So it's good. Nothing interesting, but it's just good. So there's not really much. It's just him trying to collect all the animals, all the creatures and stuff, and you learn more about the Wizarding Lord more and this and that. So nothing really much a mystery to it. It's just them trying to find creatures and stuff, and you get more of an idea what they are and this and that. So yeah, that's what I have to say about that. It's just good. The next one we got here is Fantastic Beasts, The Crimes of Grindelwald. I think that's how I'm saying it. The fact that Johnny Depp is the villain of this movie, I love it. Besides all that, it's just you get Dumbledore more in this one. It's mostly like what he does, and also like what the villain did to basically the connection between Dumbledore and him and stuff. So not really much about the creatures lore. It's more like the Dumbledore lore. I know the third one it's more of a Dumbledore for sure. This one's like it's starting to that point slowly, but they're trying to like find and capture the main villain, this and that, and you see more creatures and all that stuff. So it's also good. I might just put this one on mid actually. Yeah, I'm gonna put this one as good because I like Johnny Depp as a villain, and he was a very good actor in that one. I just like him. I like it. It's just it's slower going downhill, but Johnny Depp did save it for me. So yeah, that's all I have to say. But it's pretty damn good. I mean, these I don't really remember them as much at all. That's all I was saying. Like for these, I don't really remember them that much. I'm just like, yeah, it's just like them trying to capture, and you know more about the main villain and stuff. Not really about the creatures that much in this one. There's more like of a mystery between that. So yeah, there's that. So yeah. All right, and the last one we got here is the Fantastic Beasts: The Secrets of Dumbledore. What type of secrets you hide in Dumbledore? This one is basically about a Dumbledore story. In this one, again, it's not really about the animals, the creatures again. The first one does, for sure. The other two is more like the main villain, basically, and Dumbledore, almost. And then this one, for sure, Dumbledore. You get more of a story in this and that, so I'm not gonna go into it as much. It's just, you get more of an idea about Dumbledore and the main villain and all that stuff is happening around them, so just okay. I didn't mind some parts, but not a lot. It was just okay to watch, just okay, but not too much. It was just like, okay. It doesn't top the Harry Potter movies at all. The reason why I like the second one more is the Johnny Depp being in it, which I love the actor. So him being in stuff, and also the idea of him being the villain and all that stuff, the connection with that. So I do enjoy that. So that's what I have to really say about that. But for the third one, it's just like you go to Hogwarts. He's like the teacher or something like that. You get more of a lore of secrets and this and that. It's just the Fantastic Beasts. Just stop. And the fact they would make at least 2 more left. I mean, I wouldn't mind at least they do 2 more, but as bad as how they did for like how the bad reviews people are getting it for this one, I kind of get it. But if they would make 2 more, I would be fine with it. I would be interested how it would end. But at the same time, maybe it's best not to make it. But whatever. But yeah, that is it for the Harry Potter tier list series. So yeah, did you guys like the video or not? Like the video if you do, and comment below what's your tier list of these movies. I'm curious what you guys think about my tier list. I really think The Chamber of Secrets, The Prison of Azkaban, and The Harry Potter Deathly Hallows Part 2, those are personally my favorite. As I explained the other movies, like the mid ones and then the good ones and then the great ones, I kind of explain it like why it's this and that. Especially the Half-Blood Prince, I was just more disappointed. Like it's just not the movie I thought it was gonna be. So, but yeah, this is it for now of Harry Potter and the tier list series, and also Phil Potter, the chosen one, is here too. So yeah. So that's it for now for this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and that's it for now for this video. And now I have to go back to it. I need to go to Invisible because the Death Eaters are coming again to get me. But yeah, that's it for now, and bye. Stay awesome, pose.